Oh, it's table time again. Hello, everybody. How you doing? Nice to see you. I'm at Crom. I'm rendering lots of stuff. It's a busy day. And look, there's some VHS Type Cs over there. Organisation. Yes, it's a fairly normal video today because today we're going to be looking at a bag of cars that I brought in a charity shop. In fact, I've got a couple of bags of cars and I'm going to go through some of them, but there's going to be lots of different videos. Oh, yes. We're going to start with possibly the most interesting looking bag from an outsider's perspective and my perspective because it covers toys that we don't often look at, which are the larger scale Corgi toys and so forth, because this bag just happened to appear in a charity shop I was looking at today. And for the grand old price of £2.50, I couldn't help but resist. But I've given you an idea of what's in there. No need to spoil anything further. I haven't really looked at what's in here. I've just sort of briefly nosy. I'm going to put that bit to one side for the moment. And we'll start with the least interesting bit, technically, which is this car. Hello, Mr. Car. You look cheap and feel cheap. A Suzuki Maisto. Moo. It's got suspension, it spins, it's a car, and I believe it has a caravan as well. Yes, it's a Maisto caravan and 4x4 combo. Don't know if the scale is correct, probably. Interestingly, there is no branding on the bottom of the caravan whatsoever, which I found very interesting. It's the only thing I actually looked at inside the bag of cars when I was in the charity shop was if there was branding on the bottom of the caravan. Which I said there is not, but it does have its tow hook and it does have its thing. So, hooray, camper vans. Now, you may have noticed that we don't... does the door open? You may have noticed that we haven't got the normal carrying bits and pieces or officer mustache or, anything along those lines. That's because outside of this and one other car, everything else is too large for those things. So they're not included in this particular video, but, that is what it is. And talking about small cars, let's get them out of the way first, because the second one will be this thing. I think there's only two in here. Now, we've seen these before. I think this is the third one I've got, but this is for certain the nicest condition one that I've had, because it has its plastic screen, its paintwork is fairly good, and it has its original decal sticker. Why, yes, it is the Matchbox Hot Rod. Sniffy, 1971 by Lesney. Was it Matchbox? Yeah, it's Matchbox by Lesney. Of course it is. It's quite nice. My one, of course, the bottom two rivets are broken, so it opens up, which is quite interesting. But it's quite nice. It's got its decal, which let's make the mistake of focusing on that. Oh, flipping X teeth. Governor, I'm off the sugar, honest, but if you've got any sugar, I'd appreciate that. Yeah, you go over there. You just go over there and not pay any attention to what's going on. Right, so without any further ado, let's start moving on to the larger objects. Now, there's not as many cars in here as we'd normally go through. I think there's about 6, 2, 4... Yeah, there's 6 cars in total, so we're going to go through them all, have a good old look, and then pass on. Now, are these two the same? No, they're not. They're not the same. That's good. So let's start with this one, which, if I had to gander a guess, looks like a Bentley. Look, it's got a brake. That's the handbrake, I'm pretty damn sure. And a steering wheel, which you can't see because of what I'm holding, and a window. And it's got the British flag on it. I'm pretty sure this is a Bentley. It's only got one headlight. And on the bottom, yes, it's a Bentley blower. I knew it was. Models of yesteryear, 1929, 4.5 litre Bentley, made in England by Lesney. It's a Bentley blower. Or at least I play Gary's mod a lot, as you may or may not know. It appears to be missing seats. It's missing its seating cover. I play Gary's mod an awful lot, and the Bentley blower is a vehicle on the server that I used to play on a lot, that I owned, and it was a great vehicle to drive around just for the hell of it, because, hey, why not drive in a Bentley blower before you get shot for no reason? Because Gary's mod. Pretty worn out, to be fair. Stickers are gone. Well, they're going. The paintwork's not god-awful, but, it's only bare meter under that. And the interior is missing, so yeah, Bentley blower, in exactly the same condition you'd expect. Let's have another yesteryear's model. Yes, is this also a Bentley blower? I don't think so. This one has a standing thing, and both of its headlights, I don't know what this is, but it does look like somebody has drawn on it with a pencil in between there. It is also missing its seating, and its steering wheel is on the other side. European. What we got then? Models of yesteryear, 1926. Mercedes-Benz 36-220, made by Leslie, or made in England by Lesney. So yeah, they're both the yesteryear models. This is a Mercedes, it's got a big exhaust. I like the fact the exhaust is there, and it's Does appear to be made of metal, although that might just be chrome plastic, actually. Hold on. Actually, yeah, that's I probably just got tetanus, and that's probably, oh god, chrome plastic. Well, what you gonna do? It's not a god awful model. It's not my cup of tea. I've never been a fan of the yesteryear line of models too much, but what you gonna do? Which means they weren't Corgi, even though I said most things were Corgi. What is Corgi? Is this Corgi? This looks like a Corgi. Yes, it's a blue car with all of its wheels, which is good. I thought, having a quick look, I thought the rubber had come off one, but apparently not. Quite beaten up. It looks very French. Very French. The front is cracked here, but we appear to be able to lift the... Oh, wait, which way does it come out? Oh, it goes that... Oh, my goodness. It goes that way. Okay, so we can lift the bonnet up, and it goes to the left for some reason. I don't think I've ever seen that in a car ever, but then I don't know much about cars. I was expecting it to flip forward, but... Okay, and you've got a nice chrome engine in there, which isn't quite nice, Nick, considering the rest of the car. You've got your doors that open. That's pretty standard, and the seats that go back. Revealing a driver's seat, a wheel, with steering wheel on the left-hand side again. Does the boot open? It looks like it should. It looks like it should, but it should not. It's a Lancia. Oh, I say. I mean, we could just look at the bottom, but it says it's a Lancia, so it should have rusted away to nothing at this point in hand. But what we got? We have, focus, the Corgi Toys Lancia Fulvia Sport Zagato. Patent pending number 998217, made in Great Britain. I butchered that, and I know somebody's going to be quite cross. It's quite a nice car, to be fair to it. You can't fault it that much. It's not got a tow hook, which is going to be problematic for something else, but that's fine. But as I said, it's a Lancia, so it's rusted away. So there's this random trailer, which is also Corgi Toys. And obviously, being a Lancia, as it's rusted away, it's going to need towing away. So that's where that belongs. Now, what else do we have? We've got 3 things left in this bag, and one of them is fairly normal, one of them has an interesting feature, and one of them is just... So let's start with this one. This is going to be Corgi Toys again. It's, cubic zirconias make up the headlights. Can't fault that. That's a nice detail straight away. Looks a bit worn. The wheels are actually very nice, though, and the tyres are still there. Paintwork's a bit worn out. Doors don't appear to open in any capacity, neither do the rear. It's got a little flag there, but the only function on the front of it is that the headlights pop up, and that is actually quite a nice feature. I like that. But what do we have? We have a Corgi Toys Chevrot Corvette Stingray. The Stingray. Well, that probably also needs to be towed away, knowing the condition of cars from anywhere in that era. It's quite a nice model, to be fair. I prefer the wheels for certain to what's on the Lancia. I'm sorry, I can't stop sniffing. To what's on the Lancia because they're thicker and they just roll better. The car, to be fair, Ugh. Yeah, there you go. There's your scientific childhood test. Which one goes further? Yeah, the Stingray wins. Back on the trailer with you, Mr. Lancia. It's not a bad model. I just wish there was a bit more, functionality with it. I bet these do reflect when you flash a light at them, though. I mean, I've got a big light there, but I can't really flash it. So that's all right. Can't fault that. Right, we're going to move on to a car now. Oh my goodness, I think I've just realised what the function is on this. Right. It's a limousine. Yes, it's a dirty limousine. Or is it a dirty limousine? It's in quite nice condition. It's Corgi again, as I've mentioned. And down here we've got Corgi Toys Mercedes-Benz 600 Pullman. But we've also got an on and an off switch. And a cog system in the back, which is cracked. But you can see, if I turn this, you can see how the cog spins, which means the mechanism works. But what is the mechanism? Well, if we look at the windscreen wipers... As you drive along, it's windscreen wipers on the inside of the car. That's clever. Now, if I just flick that to off, does that... Yes, there we go. We've pulled the cog away, so it doesn't engage anymore. So the windscreen wipers stay off. And if we flip it back down to on, it re-engages the windscreen wipers, and they roll. That is actually... Hang on a minute. You just go over there. Right, here's our Mercedes-Benz Pullman, and here she comes. That's actually quite a nice feature, you know. I mean, if you're going to race it by rolling it along, you probably want to turn the feature off because it catches and rolls. But other than that, that's actually pretty nice. And the fact you can turn it on and off as well is a really nice feature. It also explains why the front is apparently so dirty, as that's obviously what they put in to make it look like the windscreen wipers actually work. And being internal, it means there's no risk to children pulling the windscreen wipers off by mistake or anything happening. So yeah, that's actually a really, really nice toy, you know. Can't fault them there. And it's a limousine as well. Everybody likes limousines. But now we're going to move on to the last object, which I don't really know what I'm looking at here. I mean, I know exactly what I'm looking at, but I don't really know what I'm looking at. I mean, I do, but I don't, but I do, but I don't, but I do, but I don't, but I do, but I don't. But all right, I'm just gonna. We all live in a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine. Dive, 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 dive! Yes, it's the Yellow Submarine from that Beatles song and a movie as well, if I recall correctly. Corgi, the Beatles, Yellow Submarine. Made in Great Britain. It's got a little thing, which I don't know if this is connected to anything. Is it? No. But as you can see, there's two hatches here. And I think you're supposed to push them or pull them to release who's in here. Now, unfortunately, I did manage to break my hi-fi system upstairs by just loading something incorrectly. It also looks like there's meant to be something in the top here that maybe... Hang on. Yes, there's something in the top that's supposed to spin. You can see it there. So it's missing a feature on the top that's meant to spin, and I don't appear to have anything that should fit in there. I mean, the Meccano Man doesn't really fit, unfortunately. Mr. Meccano Man. Here we go. Can we... Oh, yes, there we go. He's very slowly spinning. Yes. Yes, as you can see, the mechanism is working absolutely perfectly. I don't know why I still have him. But I want these two pieces to release now, and I can't figure out why they won't. I can see just under there. So he's just peeking out. He's like, yay, I'm not going to come out. You can't see me. And these two are like, you can't see me. It's going to turn into a thing of me attempting to release the Kraken. Come on. There we go. Here we go. We got these two out at the front. So we've got, is that John Lennon? I don't know who the Beatles are. But you've got them and they're facing the wrong way and they're quite dirty. There you go. It's supposed to go down there. Let's see if we can wrangle these. There we go. Wrangled these. Oh my God. That is terrifying and covered in hair. Oh, sweet Jimbo. Oh, you know what? You can just go back down, and you as well. Yeah. That one almost. Basically, if I'm being honest with you, the toy is a bit buggered. Yeah, it's broken. We released the Beatles only to trap them up again. Although, to be fair, trapping them in here is probably a fate kinder than what they deserve. Anyway, Corgi toys from a charity shop with a few Hot Wheels and Lesnies thrown in for good measure. Yeah, there's a good bag, to be fair, for $2.50. I think that's probably my favourite out of the lot, the Lancia, because, you know, there's not one of these left in existence, obviously, because it's a Lancia and it's rusted away to nothing. And it would also explain that bonnet. And I can taste the tetanus coming from where I attempted to test whether this was metal or not. Yay, tetanus, but oh well. Oh God, it's been 15 minutes. Okay, that's the end of that. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me which one of these is your favourite toys. And did you react in a much louder screaming when you saw that beautiful face? I think we're just going to leave the video on that. Don't forget to leave in the comments the nightmares that you suffered because of this. And no, I won't pay compensation.